All right, hello everybody. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to break down the opening scene of the classic movie Super Troopers. The opening scene deals with the traffic stop, so we're going to walk through a few things in this. And like I said, we're just trying things, so if this doesn't work out, my apologies. I don't even know where to look on the camera right now. So off we go.
License and registration.
Officer, I know that...
License and registration, please.
It's the registration.
All right, so when a law enforcement officer approaches your car, you want to have your hands on the 10 and 2 position on the steering wheel. And when they come to your car, and when they ask you for your license and registration, you want to do two things. The first thing you want to do is say, "Officer, do you mind if I take my seatbelt off?" And the reason that you do this is because you don't want to give them an opening down the road to say the reason that we stopped this person was because they weren't wearing a seatbelt. So you can go back and say, no, remember when I asked you about taking my seatbelt off? The second thing you want to do is say, "Officer, I'm going to reach into my glove box. Do you have any problem with that if I get my paperwork out?" The reason that you do that is you want to not have any sudden furtive movements to make the officer think that you're more nervous than you need to be for a traffic stop. And it also gives them a heads up on what it is that you are doing, because you also don't want an officer to get too excited during the traffic stop either. So going forward.
You know how fast you were going?
What?
How fast you were going.
All right, so this is a classic line that the police are going to use in almost every single traffic stop. Do you know how fast you're going? They know exactly how fast you're going. That's why they would have pulled you over most likely. They ask you, "Do you know how fast I'm going?" to get you to incriminate yourself, to get them to get you to admit that you are doing something wrong. So if you're asked how fast you were going, I don't know. I have no idea how fast I was going, officer.
65.
63.
Officer, isn't the speed limit 65?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so whenever you are stopped, to stop a car, police officers have to have a legitimate, valid reason to make a stop on a car. And if they are not stopping for a valid reason, then anything that comes out of that stop will not pass constitutional muster in court. So in this situation, it is not a problem for somebody to be driving 63 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone. So if that is the only reason for the traffic stop, anything that they find in this car is not going to be able to go forward in court.
Where are you boys headed?
Canada? We're going over the border to Canada for some french fries and gravy, sir.
Poutine.
All right, another classic question. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you up to? Number one, it's none of the police officer's business what it is that you're doing. The only reason that they're asking you this is to get some sort of suspicious response out of you, some sort of response that gives them a reason to probe further and to search further into your car, okay? So say nothing when asked where you're going, what it is that you are doing.
Canada. Almost made it. Are you okay?
All right, we see the guy in the back, okay? He makes that little cough sound, and we know that right before this stop, he ate a whole bunch of drugs. I only say that, spell it out, because my kids are around here. And the police officers, based on a new court case that came down last year in Michigan, 2019, police officers cannot search a passenger's belongings without the passenger's consent, okay, or a warrant. But the police can ask questions of anybody in the vehicle for the same reason they could ask, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" to get a suspicious response to take it a step further.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you say yes, sir? I think he said, yeah, sure.
What'd you say, man? Well, I said yeah, sure, but literally what I said was yeah, sure, sir.
So you are okay then?
Yes, sir.
You smell something, Rabbit? Fear.
All right, so as far as smells go right now in the state of Michigan, smelling marijuana is not enough of a reason to give the cops, the police, a reason to search the vehicle or to get into the vehicle, because as we know, marijuana is no longer illegal in the state of Michigan.
Now hand over that registration.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to stop it right there. All right, there's a lot more to this scene, a lot of good stuff here, but hope you guys enjoyed that. And like I said, whether this is good or not, we'll see. All right, take care.